Okay, brilliant stuff. So welcome to our sleepy yoga practice. We're going to start by sitting nice and comfortably. So just gently crossing the legs and allowing the sit bones to settle into the mat. Beautiful. Like that, you want to have a nice length in your spine. Again, just if you like to sit on a cushion, that's absolutely perfect. Whatever feels really lovely for your practice this evening. And just gently beginning to notice your breath as it enters and leaves your body. In through the nose and out through the nose. And after a couple of rounds of natural breath, just gently allowing the breath to go all the way into your low belly. So just expanding that breath capacity. We're going to take a little bit of movement, so our just gentle release through the neck that we do with our breath. So take a nice deep inhale with your gaze forward. And keeping your chin at the same height as you exhale, gently release your gaze over your left shoulder. So this will just gently activate the right side of your neck. Nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, gently again, release that gaze back to center, keeping the chin at the same height. Nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently releasing that gaze over your right shoulder now. Again, just gently activating that left side of the neck. Nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, gently release that gaze back to center. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently release your gaze toward the ceiling, keeping a little length in the back of your neck, so that chin extending toward the ceiling, opening up that throat. Nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently release your gaze through center, keeping a little length in the front of your neck this time, as you gently release your chin towards your chest. Just stretching into the back of the neck. Nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently release that gaze back to center. Just inhale those shoulders up and just roll forward 3 times, just gently releasing those shoulders, and then roll back 3 times again. And return to stillness. We're going to take our nice gentle twist on the breath. So with a nice deep inhale with your gaze forward. As you exhale, bring that right hand to your left knee and gently guide that left hand behind you. And if it's available, bringing your gaze over your left shoulder. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. Nice deep inhale. And on your exhale, gently returning back to center, guiding that left hand back to that left knee, the right hand back to the right. Nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently guiding that left hand to the right knee and allowing that right hand to land behind you, and just gently bringing that gaze over the right shoulder if that's available. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. Nice deep inhale. And gently on your exhale, return to center. Bringing your right hand back to your right knee, your left hand back to your left. Ready now to lie out nice and long on the mat. And before you extend those legs fully, just bend up those feet And just windscreen wiper your legs, just side to side, nice and slowly, just creating that lovely release before you gently extend your legs fully and make yourself nice and comfortable. Become aware of all of the points of connection of your body to the mat beneath you. We're going to move into our abdominal breath practice. So taking a little scan of your body and just noticing if there are any little adjustments you can make to be even more comfortable here. Noticing if there's any little area of your body that could benefit from a little extra care and attention this evening. Gently beginning to deepen the breath. In through the nose, allowing the belly button to rise toward the ceiling as those lungs fill with beautiful breath. Out through the nose, allowing the belly button to revert towards your spine, the lungs to empty completely. Just giving yourself this beautiful release on the exhale and welcoming that regeneration on the inhale. For the first couple of minutes, just simply balancing your breath. On your next inhale, noticing the perfect count for a full deep inhale. And then simply balancing your exhale to that count. From the next round of breath, the invitation is to begin to extend your exhale. So lengthening your exhale, slowing your exhale right down. Welcoming that cooling and soothing benefit through body and mind. This simple act of lengthening the exhale. So incredibly soothing. And welcome that benefit. Remaining curious in every round of breath. Just sensing in to how much you can lengthen that exhale. Slow that exhale right down. Really embrace those benefits. Take 2 more rounds of this exploration of your exhale, this curiosity as to how slowly you can bring your exhale and after that second round of exploration, just simply releasing your breath back to its most natural, most easeful state, but maintaining this beautiful sense of softness, a sense that we hold in all of our practices, but particularly so in our sleepy practice, our time to prepare our bodies and minds for deep rest and relaxation. In our sleepy practice, we keep our eyes closed as much as we wish to, potentially just blinking open the eyes as we transition between our poses. When it feels nice, just gently beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet, until it feels perfect to just bring a gentle wiggle, a gentle wave through your body. Return to stillness. Extend your arms over your head as you inhale and stretch. And exhale and soften back down to the mat, bringing those arms either side of your body, bending up those knees, feet flat to the mat to begin, and then gently guiding those knees in towards your chest. Pausing here for a couple of breaths. And then we're just going to gently begin to rock side to side, nice and gently. So start by bringing your knees maybe about an inch to the right and returning to center, about an inch to the left and return to center, and maybe 2 inches to the right next time and back to center. So just gently moving through this sequence where we just extend the distance that we send the knees in each round. We'll take one last round on both sides and then gently return to center. We're just going to do the same motion forward and back. So bringing the knees a little closer to you, back to center, a little more away, and back to center. Just gently rolling out the spine the other way. And taking your time with these movements. Just gently sensing into your body, noticing exactly how you're feeling tonight, and knowing that's exactly where you're meant to be, and the perfect position for you to take your practice from. We'll take one last round. And then gently return to center. Hold that right knee in towards your chest and gently place that left foot down. You might blink open your eyes as you take your belt and bring your belt around the ball of the right foot, so just below both toes. Gently extending that right leg, nice and long, keeping a little micro bend in your knee, so you've got that softness in the right knee. If you've got tightness in your hips, lowering the leg but keeping it lengthened. Pressing into the belt with the ball of that right foot, spreading those toes, and sending energy through that right heel. If your belt is long enough, you can bring your elbows to the mat. And when you're happy with all of that stacking and alignment through that right leg, gently extending that left leg fully flat to the mat, making a full footprint with that left foot so that left leg is holding you beautifully in place. When you're happy with all of this, if you wish, gently closing down the eyes and just sensing into your breath. Feeling into the expansion of your rib cage on the inhale, the contraction on the exhale, the softening through the shoulders. After a couple of rounds of breath, you might notice a little bit more space in that right leg. And if it's there, do claim it, enjoy it and breathe into it. In through the nose and out through the nose. And one last deep breath here. And then gently pass both sides of the belt to your right hand. And with that left hip, that left leg stable to the mat, gently releasing that right leg to the right, only as much as is possible while you maintain that left hip, that left leg stable to the mat. Check in on your principles through your right leg, that softness in the right knee, that stepping into the belt, the spreading of the toes, and the energy through the heel. Enjoy your breath. Make sure that left foot is still making a full footprint, holding you beautifully in place here. Take 2 more full rounds of breath, in through the nose and out through the nose. And after that second round of breath, gently but deeply engage in your core so that on your next breath, you're inhaling that right leg back to center, nice and slowly. Pausing in center, allowing those hips to gently settle before passing both sides of the belt to your left hand and just gently guiding that right foot 3 to 4 inches across midline so it's in line with your left shoulder. Your right femur is descending toward the mat. Still have that lovely softness in the knee. You're still stepping into the belt. You're still making that full footprint with that left foot. Enjoy your breath. Take 2 more full breaths here. In through the nose and out through the nose. And then gently release that right leg all the way over to the left, allowing your left foot to come onto baby toe edge. So we're moving into a supported twist. So it may be enough for you to keep your gaze to the ceiling and your arm down by your side. Or if you wish to deepen this stretch a little more, you can extend that right arm out from your body and bring your gaze over your right shoulder toward your right hand. Enjoy your breath. Take one last deep rounded breath here, in through the nose and out through the nose. And then begin your transition back to center by bringing your gaze back to center and gently inhaling that right leg back to center nice and slowly. Again, pausing once you've gotten back to center to allow those hips to settle before you gently guide that right knee in toward the right side of your chest and just gently hold that knee in place, release your belt and enjoy your breath. Gently begin to make circles with that right foot, about 5 in each direction. Just gently releasing that ankle joint. And then fully extend your right leg, nice and flat to the mat. And just sense into that softening and release that you've created through that right leg. Gently bending up those knees again, feet flat to the mat. And guiding your left knee in toward your chest this time. Bringing your right around the ball of your left foot, just below those toes. Lengthening that left leg. Again, if your hips are tight, you might need to lower that leg, but just keep it lengthening. Lovely softness in the left knee. Stepping into the belt, spreading your toe, energy through that left heel. If your belt is long enough, bringing those elbows to the mat. And when you're happy with all of that stacking in alignment, gently releasing that right leg flat to the mat, making that full footprint with that right foot. Enjoy your breath. In through the nose and out through the nose, closing down the eyes if you wish. Again, sensing into that beautiful movement through your rib cage with the depth of your breath. Allowing the shoulders to soften and release with your breath. After a couple of rounds, just gently checking in to see if you've made any extra little space in that left leg for yourself. Take 2 more deep breaths here. In through the nose and out through the nose. And gently pass both sides of the belt to your left hand. And with that right hip, that right leg stable to the mat, gently releasing that left leg to the left, only as much as is possible while that right hip, that right leg stays super strong to the mat. Check in on all of your principles through that left leg, the softness in the left knee, that you're still stepping into the belt, that you're still spreading those toes and sending that energy through your left heel. Your right foot is still making a full footprint. And most importantly, you're thoroughly enjoying that breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. Take 2 more deep breaths. And after the second full rounded breath, again, deeply and gently engaging those core muscles so that you're inhaling that left leg back to center, nice and slowly using that core. Pausing for a moment in center, allowing those hips to settle before you pass both sides of the belt to your right hand. And just gently guide that left foot just 3 to 4 inches across midline, in line with your right shoulder. That left femur descending toward the mat. That lovely softness in the left knee. You're still stepping into the belt. And you're still making that full footprint with your right foot. Enjoy your breath. Two more deep rounds of breath here before gently releasing your left foot all the way over to the right, allowing that right foot to come onto baby toe edge, so you're moving with that leg to give yourself that supported twist. Again, it may be sufficient for you to keep your gaze to the ceiling and your left arm down by your side. But if it is available to you and you wish to deepen this twist, gently opening that left arm out from your body and bringing your gaze over to your left hand. Enjoy your breath. Take one more deep breath here. In through the nose and out through the nose. And then just gently begin your transition back to center, bringing your gaze back to center. Inhaling that left leg back to center. Bringing that right foot back to making a full footprint. Allowing those hips to settle in center before gently guiding that left knee in towards your chest, releasing your belt. And just holding your knee in place for just a couple of breaths. Gently beginning to circle that left foot about 5 times in each direction. Just gently releasing that ankle joint. And then extending that left leg fully and just sensing into that softening release that we've created through the legs. And just take a gentle hip opener here before we move on. So stepping up those feet, knees bent, bringing your left ankle over your right knee and gently guiding your right leg to tabletop position. You can bring the hands in behind that right thigh, or you can place your belt in behind that right thigh, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And just take a subtle opposing energy of that right knee coming towards you and that left knee gravitating away. A very subtle movement to just awaken that left hip. Breathing into this. Gently focus your breath in on that awareness in the left hip. One last deep breath. And gently release that right foot to the mat. Release that left foot. Just take a moment to allow that energy to settle in that left hip. Taking that right ankle over that left knee and gently guiding that left leg to tabletop position. Again, either looping your hands or your belt around the back of your left thigh. And a subtle movement, that subtle opposing energy of that left knee towards you and right knee gravitating away to just gently activate that right hip. Again, breathing into that awareness in the right hip. That beautiful opening, that beautiful release. Preparing our bodies perfectly for deep rest. Gently take one last breath to that right hip. And then guide that left foot back to the mat. Release that right foot. And again, just sense into that beautiful energy flooding that right hip. Gently assisting yourself back to a seated position and bringing yourself to your hands and knees. Plugging those insteps into the mat. Taking the time to get yourself nice and settled, nice and aligned here. The shoulders above the elbows above the wrists, the hips above the knees. Those insteps plugging to the mat. As you exhale, guide your chin towards your chest and curl your spine toward the ceiling of your cat. And at the top of your cat, gently releasing your bum towards your heels. Inhale to dog. Allowing that belly to descend to the mat, the gaze to come forward, the heart to open. Exhale to cat. At the top of your cat, gently releasing that bum toward the heels. Inhale to dog. Belly descends toward the mat. Gaze comes forward, heart opens. Just gently moving on your own breath. One last round. And then gently return to neutral. You're going to take your left foot to the outside of your left hand and take your left hand to the top of your knee just to gently sense into that, plugging through the foot. If it's available to you, gently taking that right leg back a couple of inches and plugging in that instep. Now you may choose to stay right here in your traditional lizard. If you'd like to integrate a quad stretch here, gently guiding your right hand forward and to the side, one handprint each, and bringing that right thumb forward and the right fingers go out to the right. Gently rock your way forward onto that right hand as you bring that right foot toward the right bum. Again, only if you wish, gently opening up through that left hand, that left shoulder to catch your right hand, your right foot. Enjoy your breath. If you took the back foot up, gently releasing back to the mat now, returning your hands to their original hands and knees position, gently rocking the bum back so that you can release that left foot back and come back to neutral. Taking the right foot to the outside of the right hand, and again taking that hand, that right hand to the top of the right knee to sense into that plugging through the right foot. Bringing those hands back, and if it's available, taking that left foot back a few inches just to create that deeper opening for yourself. You may wish to stay right here in your lizard, that's absolutely perfect. If you wish to integrate a quad stretch here, just taking that left hand forward and to the side, one handprint each, and then turning those left fingers out to the left thumb points forward, and gently rocking forward into that left shoulder and guiding that left foot toward the left bum. Again, only if you wish, opening up with that right arm to catch the back foot. Enjoy your breath. If you took that back foot up, gently releasing back to the mat now, returning those hands to hands and knees position, and then rocking that bum back so that you can release that right foot back. And we're going to come into child's pose. So taking the knees wide, the big toes together in steps into the mat, and gently guide the bum toward the heels. Extend those arms out in front of you first. Really breathe into the side body here. See if you can walk those fingers even a little further, keeping those hips descending toward the heels. And then gently creating a pillow for your forehead. So either making fists with your hands and gently placing them one on top of the other to create a pillow for your forehead. Whatever feels lovely for you here. Enjoy your breath. One last deep breath here. gently release that forehead. Guide yourself back to seated. We're going to make our way to the wall to do our legs up the wall pose. So you can do this against a wall, or if you'd like to just place your legs over a chair, that's absolutely perfect. I'll just adjust this slightly. So you want to get your hips as close, and then you come back a little bit. Yeah, perfect. So if you get your hips as close to the wall or the couch or wherever you're going, and gently guiding yourself back so that you can take those legs up the wall. Your bum is as close to the wall as possible. If you wish, you can bring like a cushion or something under your bum, whatever feels really good. Taking your arms into I surrender arms, or you can have your hands on your tummy, whatever feels really, really lovely. Gently closing down the eyes and focusing on the breath. In through the nose, and let's begin to lengthen the exhale. To slow the exhale right down, as we're only a couple of poses away from Shavasana. Take 2 more full rounds of breath with that exhale lengthened as deeply as is comfortable for your practice. Gently releasing your legs back down the wall and making your way back to your mat. Making sure to have whatever you need for Shavasana to hand. So your blanket, a jumper, cozy socks, whatever is perfect for your Shavasana. Allowing your back to flap into the mat. Bending up those knees, feet slightly wider than hip width apart, so that when you look down either side of your heel, either side of your hip, you can see about half of your heel. We'll plug through those upper arms, the backs of the shoulders and the back of the head. As we inhale those hips toward the ceiling, plugging through those feet. Enjoy your breath. And breathe nice and deeply into your back body here. Take one last deep inhale, and then on a beautifully lengthened exhale, Gently, gently, gently release your body, vertebra by vertebra, back to the mat. And allow your body to settle and release into the mat. Step your feet a little wider, so about mat width apart. And just gently release both knees out to the right. Again, if it's comfortable, bringing your arms to I surrender arms and bringing your gaze over your left shoulder. Our final twist in tonight's practice. If you wish to deepen this, just gently taking your right foot onto your left thigh. If you took that foot up, gently releasing back to the mat. Inhaling the gaze back to center, those knees back to center. Pause in center, allow yourself to settle before gently releasing both knees out to the left this time. And guiding your gaze over your right shoulder. Again, should you wish to deepen this twist, you can take that left foot on top of the right thigh. If you took that left foot up, gently releasing back to the mat now. And on your next inhale, just gently releasing your gaze back to center, your knees back to center. Pausing in center, allowing the body to settle before transitioning into whatever shavasana you wish to express tonight. So you may choose to lengthen the legs, bring the arms either side of your body, hands either facing inward or up toward the ceiling. Bring those big toes together and then gently allow those feet to just flop out. If you have sensitivity in your lower back, bending up those knees with the feet mat width apart and just gently supporting your knees in center. They'll hold each other beautifully here if you wish to express your shavasana this way. Making sure you're nice and warm. And gently closing down your eyes. And taking another little scan of your body. And noticing how you're feeling after our shared practice. Noticing if there's any final little adjustments for you to make to be even more comfortable here. Deepening the breath and again focusing on lengthening the exhale, slowing the exhale right down. Our physical practice, particularly our sleepy practice, designed to just perfectly release and soften the body, to prepare the space for deep rest and relaxation, where the most magical rejuvenation and renewal can take place. For the next few minutes, simply guiding your awareness around your body to welcome this softening and release, this deep relaxation. Starting with your right foot, the sole of your foot, each of your toes in turn, the top of your foot. Soften, release, relax. All around your right ankle, your right calf. Soften, release, relax. All around your right knee to the top of your right thigh. Soften, release, relax. Gently journeying to your left foot now. The sole of your foot, each of your toes in turn, the top of your foot. Soften, release, relax. All around your left ankle and calf. Soften, release, relax. All around your left knee to the top of your left thigh. Soften, release, relax. Your pelvis, gently journeying through the muscles of your torso, your tummy muscles, your back body. Soften, release, relax, melt into your mat. Across your chest and the backs of your shoulders. Soften, release, relax, melt into your mat. From your right shoulder, gently journeying through the muscles of your right arm, your upper arm, around your elbow. Soften, release, relax. To your forearm, all the way into your right hand. Noticing the temperature there, any energy residing there as you soften, release, relax. Gently journeying over to your left hand now. Again, noticing the temperature there and any energy residing there as you soften, release, relax. around your left wrist and forearm, all around your elbow. Soften, release, relax. Your upper arm and all the way into your shoulder. Soften, release, relax. The muscles of your neck, across your jaw, your tongue. Soften, release, relax. The muscles around your mouth, around your eyes, your forehead, your scalp. Every last muscle in your body now. Soften, release, relax. With every breath, releasing a little deeper, knowing that all that's left for you to do is enjoy this feeling. With deepening breath, introducing a little bit of movement to your fingers and toes, your hands and your feet, until it feels perfect to roll over to your right, using your hands as a pillow. Pausing here for a nice deep breath. In through the nose, out through the nose, till it feels perfect for you to gently assist yourself back to a seated position, cross-legged on the mat, keeping the eyes gently closed and bringing your hands together in front of your heart, bowing your head to your own heart, each other's heart, and the eternal heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. I hope you all sleep sound and deep. Namaste.